Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 286. And today it's all about Find It trading. Find It is out of the Netherlands. They're an overseas company that we import, and their stuff is so pretty and it's so affordable and it's so easy to use. So if you are a first-time crafter, you're gonna love this YouTube. If you're an immediate crafter or an experienced crafter, well, I think you're going to enjoy it too, because the dot and do's that we have for you today, you're like, the dot and who's? That's what they're called. The kids are called dot and do's. So when you see what they are, you'll understand why. But there's a little something for everybody, and these kits were made exclusively for Scrapbooking Made Simple. In fact, the stock numbers are Stacey. I think we're up to Stacey 30 something. So we started with Stacey 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next set was Stacey 5, 6, 7, 8, and now we're up to 30, Stacey 30 something. Anyway, I think you're going to have a great time regardless of what level of crafter you are. These kits are easy to travel with. They literally require some glue dots and some Stacey tape or some adhesive tape, and that's about it, if you want to use them just like they are meant to be used. But of course, if you want to take them and make them something more, you absolutely can. And I have a feeling that's what most of you are going to do. You may start with the first, each kit, there's 2 kits that come with 4 separate, so we've bundled them. We'll get to that, we bundled them. But I think that you're gonna pull the first set out, and the first 3 that you make, you just may do monkey see, monkey do, and follow it exactly the way it is. But then I think you might take a little artistic licensing and some liberties and add your own pizzazz. And as you do more and more, you get a little more courageous to explore what more you can do. And if you can add a little glitter, or if you can do a little bit of a wash over the background, or I think that you're going to start with doing them exactly the way they're supposed to be done, and then I think your mind is going to go, oh, well, what if I did this, or what if I tried that? And because they're so user-friendly, you're going to be able to do it all. So I've got that for you today. I've got some great dies to show you as well that are also from Find It Trading. We've not done their dies before. This is the first time, and I think when you see how they work with their dot and do kits, you're going to love those too. Now, the shop that didn't hop sell, which was July of last year, we have the 13th is basically gone. If you placed your order on July 13th, which was the first day, which had the majority of the orders, and you paid for it either when you checked out or when we first sent you an invoice, well then chances are your product is already in your hands or on its way. We are now pushing through July 14th, 15th, 16th, and I believe the 17th. So we're going to be working towards getting all of those out. And just know, as the days went on with the sale, the orders got smaller and smaller and smaller until we got to the very last day of the sale, which then everybody came back for that last $1 item. And so we've got a stack of orders for that last day. But it is March 1st, and we are processing right through them. Once we are done with this sale, which I do not anticipate taking us much more than 30 days from now to be complete, finished, we're then going to start processing the Spellbinders warehouse sale. Oh yeah, it's time. So hang tight. We haven't started sending any of those invoices out yet. And this is your warning, ding, 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 that we will start processing those just as soon as the shop that did not hop sale is completely done. And obviously we are months and months and months ahead of where we were last year. So wahoo kachoo. Also, really quickly, the pay later feature is still on our site, and I plan to continue to offer the pay later feature. I do. I understand the reasoning behind it. I want to be able to keep it on that site, but we are shipping much, much, much faster. So those pay laters are no longer extended out the way they used to be. So just know that if you choose a pay later, you're probably going to see your invoice within about a week's time to pay for it, as opposed to the length of time. Man, you used to be able to place an order and, a couple months from now, you'll worry about it. That's not the case anymore. So it's a wahoo kachoo, because we've got our shipping back on track. But I know for some of you, it's like, but you just sent me an invoice. But I just got another invoice. How can you? But it's because if we want the faster shipping, then all those orders have to be paid for before we send the entire day up as a bunch. And that's what we do. We send, if you placed your order on the 14th of February as a pay later, and you placed your order on the 14th of February as a pay now, they merge together and they go up as a bunch. And so you don't have as long on those pay laters to pay later. It just kind of allows you to use your PayPal payment if that's what you wanted to do. And if you're ever concerned about losing an order, because I had a very unhappy customer with me today who lost an order because she missed the pay later. She was really very angry with me. And I was very sorry she missed the pay later. And unfortunately, we can't reinstate those orders. The minute those orders are canceled, that product is reallocated out and other people can order them. You know, those notify me emails you get? Well, the people who don't pay for their orders on the pay later, when we cancel their orders, all of that merchandise becomes available and it sells out really quickly because there's just not that much of it. So to the lady in New York, I am really so very, very, very sorry. Truly, I am. I wish that I could have reinstated your order. I just couldn't. I feel badly, but I'm so sorry. I really am. But that's how pay later works. You got to keep an eye on your email. And if you're ever worried, you can always call us. Call us and we'll give you kind of an idea of when we expect the invoice to go out. Or you can just pay for it over the phone and we can take your credit card information and process it right there. And that way you don't have to worry about it. Okay, what have we got going today? We got winter chicken dinner to talk about. Are you ready? Are you ready? I am so ready. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I loved that song growing up. Okay. That totally just dated me right there. I know. All right. So from 285, that was the collection of Simply Defined. That was my very first collection, complete collection of cut and foil dies that cut, foil, stamp, emboss. They do it all. And it was manufactured. Well, it was designed. It wasn't manufactured. It was designed for somebody else who I thought that anyway, it doesn't matter. I waited long enough and I decided to manufacture them for us, for you. So wahoo kachoo. These two winners posted a comment on that YouTube and they are going to receive, it looks like you're going to receive some adhesive dots, and which released, I guess, last week, and are one of our Simply Defined cut and foil dies. Wahoo kachoo for you. I've got two of you. So these two people posted a comment on that YouTube, and our random selector, our software, happened to pick their names, and it is their turn to go, oh, that's me! No way! Really? No. Yes. So when you're doing all of this, yes, then go run to your computer and claim your prize. Go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com, go look at the link that says winner chicken dinner, click the link, follow the directions, and we will get your prizes out to you just as quickly as possible. You have 30 days from the original air date of this YouTube class. So don't forget to claim your prize. Don't let it go to the land of misfit prizes. Okay, so our first winner chicken dinner is Kay. Jemison. Kay Jemison? Is that right? Kay, is that you? Is that you? Are you going, oh, happy day. Are you doing, you're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo for you. Did you do the dance? You have to do the dance. It's mandatory. If you're a winner, chicken dinner, and you don't do the dance, no. You have to do the dance. Okay, but Kay's not alone. Kay has got another friend, and her name is Michelle Levy. Hello, Michelle Levy. Is that you? If it is, you're a winner. Chicken dinner. You're a winner. Chicken dinner. Wahoo. Ka-choo. For you. All right. Now, I already told you how to claim your prize, so don't miss out. Kay and Michelle, don't let your prizes go to the land of misfit prizes that we eventually use for our anniversary sale. No, you want them. All right. So Find It Trading is what we have for you today. I have got everything from the dot and do's. I've got dies. I've got their glitter paper that I showed from Creative World in Germany. I don't even know if I'm going to use the glitter paper, but it is so beautiful. The colors are so beautiful that I'm going to show it to you, and we're going to put it on a YouTube Yummy even if I don't use it. It's just, did I mention beautiful? Oh my gosh. So, and it goes so beautiful. Well, I guess I need to find a different adjective. It goes so famously, phenomenally, amazingly with their dot and do kits. It's like the colors they just smile at each other and say, yes, we're meant to be together. All right, so I'm gonna tilt on down. I'm gonna show you what's going on downstairs for the make and take, and then we're gonna get started for today. It's good to see you. Down we go. Guess I can have one of them handy. Down we go. Goodbye. And then let's zoom on in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Down, down, down. And zoom, zoom, zoom. Down, down, down. I think that looks pretty. I'm going to go a little more down, down, down. I think that looks pretty good, right? Okay, so downstairs they are working on making one of 3 cards. And the lovely thing about Find It Trading is that they help support the make and take. So they send over the product to do it. So not only do our customers get to make this card, but there's lots of leftovers that they get to take home with them to make more cards. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the foiling on it? It's just lovely. So this is one. Or they could have opted to make this card, because they get to make whatever one they make here, they get to take the other 2 home to make. Or they could have made this card, right? That's a wahoo ka-choo. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so normally I don't start by showing you the product, but today I'm going to start by showing you the product because I think you need to understand it before I start to play with it. This is a dot and do kit, and it is an actual kit, and you do get pictures on the bottom of what they make. These kits are exclusive for Scrapbooking Made Simple. In fact, like I said, I don't know if I can get this zoomed in or not, but they name it, I don't know if you can see, but that says Stacey 28 is the SKU number. And see, they've got us there. And look at no scissors required. Wahoo. So inside the kit, you get what's called a punch-out sheet. And that's what this is. And it is decoupage, the European decoupage, where it's paper layering, and you get 3 different designs to do in each kit. Then, and they always give you this backing paper, which is their cardstock. I would not throw this away for anything. This just comes to make it look pretty. Then you get another little package in there. And inside this package has everything else that you are going to need. Put that over there. It has 3 smaller pieces of cardstock that correspond with the 3 designs here. And you can decide which design you want to use on which cardstock. It comes with 3 envelopes, because you're going to make a card base out of this, and you need to put that in an envelope. It comes with 3 different card fronts that have been pre-printed with designs on them. So they've been pre-printed with these beautiful designs on them, and they are on their textured cardstock. And the last thing that you get is 4 sheets of stickers, which are going to allow you to sticker right on top of those designs. So you don't even have to guess. You don't have to guess how we got this design on this card. There we go. How we got this design on this card. That design was pre-printed, and all we did was find the corresponding sticker and lay it on top. Super, super easy. But there's definitely some tips and tricks that go with Dot and Do. And I'm gonna move some of this out of the way for now, so I can play a little bit. And I'm just gonna move this right there. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one here, and I'm gonna keep this one here. All right, let's start with the stickers. Each set has, like I said, it'll make 3 cards. So each one of these will make its own card because you have the 3 different designs that you can make. And then you've got the 4 sheets of stickers. So each little piece on here, let's do this one because I think it's easier to see. Each little piece on here that you see corresponds to a shape on one of these stickers. So if you see this big, I don't know, crab claw coming at you, see that big crab claw? You are only going to find that shape on one of these stickers. You're not going to find it in the green and in the blue, making you have to guess which one you put on there. No, you're not going to find it on each of these, so that you kind of have to figure out what color are you supposed to put on there. You're only going to find it on one sticker sheet, and I see that it's on the green sticker sheet. That way, no matter how often you see that little crab claw coming out at you, that one right there, you know it's only on this sticker sheet, therefore it must be green. Yes, you've got these little flowers. Who's got the little flowers? Oh, here, okay. So, can you see all of these little, let me put my hand behind it. I don't know if that's going to help. Can you see all of these little flowers here? You're only going to find those flowers on one of these sheets. That's it. You can't get confused whether it's a blue flower or a glitter flower, because it's only going to be on one sheet. So every time you see a flower, it's off the glitter. You know it. And all of these are meant to decorate these 3. Now, you're going to have lots and lots and lots and lots of extra stickers. There's no question about it. They give you plenty, which is why when I start with these stickers, I always start by taking off the backing first. So to me, it is kind of hard to see what you get here. But if I take my tweezers and I grab the back, let's see if I can get it off. Grab and see if I can push through and pull up. I think I pushed too hard. I want to take the backing off in its entirety. Gel nails. They look great, but sometimes make it difficult to get my back off. And I think I went through. I feel like it's coming off, but I feel like I pulled too much. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to pull this halfway down, and then I'm going to cut it because I want you to see the difference. So I'm going to pull half of this off, And I might lose a sticker or two, but I've got so many that it just doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna just cut this off. Now I know some of you are gonna say, oh, I'd use that for something because you've got this remnant, but I'm not going to. Okay, hopefully now, can you see the difference from here to there? Now I can see all my little flowers in all of their different sizes. So I always peel the back off. I just get my tweezers to get underneath there. Some people will bend it and go that way and try and get it that way. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm only going to go halfway down because I want you to see the difference on how much easier it is to see what you have when you take the back off. Now, did I lose a sticker? Yeah, I lost a couple over here and I lost one down there. Is it okay? Yes, you have so much on this sheet, you're going to have extras. So now that I have my stickers, what is it that I do with them? Well, that's where the cards come in. And it's very, very, very simple. Easy peasy. You find a shape, you match it with, I'm going to take them off. You match it with a sticker, and away you go. Okay, see how much easier that is to see? If you have peel-offs, now I do have this, and some of you may want to just put that on paper. You may want to take it and cut it up and use different pieces of it. I don't know, I mean, it almost looks like punchinella? You can throw it away if it makes your heart happy. It's whatever you want to do. But it just makes it so much easier to see what you are working with. Let's pull this one off. And poof, just like that. Again, looky, you've got this whole piece to do something with. Have no idea what you're going to do with it, but I'm sure you'll come up with something amazing. Now, the bundles that we have 3 bundles. 2 of the bundles have 4 kits in them. So that means you're going to be able to make 12 totally different cards. And 1 bundle has 2 different kits in it, which means that bundle is going to make you 6 cards. Yes, so much better. And the bundles are done by theme. So one of the bundles that we have for you today is Spring is Here, and everything you want to use about it has to do with spring. And oh my gosh, wait till you see the samples. Oh, David from Sizzix is calling. Should we answer? Hello, hold on just a moment. Hey David, how are you? I'm doing really, really good. Hold on, I'm gonna tilt on up. And you're gonna say hello to everybody on YouTube right now. Uh-huh. It is today. Uh-huh. So everybody, this is David from Ellis and from Sizzix. Everybody say, hey, David. Hello. Oh, I hope. Yeah. Okay, well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, but can I call you back later? That's okay. I will talk to you later. Toodles. Oops. Now I gotta turn my clock back on. Okay, that was David from Sizzix. Hopefully he's got something wonderful to tell me. I bet I should have asked him, what's exciting? Okay, all right, back we go, down we go. So he says hello to everybody. Okay, so let's go back to our stickers and our card front. So now all we're gonna do is match up. And I've got my tweezers here. And remember I saw my big little crab claw coming out at me? And here's my little crab claw coming out at me. All I have to do is pull one up. Now, I'm gonna tell you, the easiest way to get these stickers off is called the bend and snap. No, it's not Legally Blonde, although I kind of feel that way right now. The bend and snap, I want you to bend your sticker sheet down. And what's gonna happen is by doing that, the stickers are going to, I want this row right here. This row right here. So I'm gonna bend it down, and what's gonna happen is those stickers are going to snap up. Can you see the little backs of them? So they are easier for me to pick off with my tweezers. And then when I'm done with that one, let's say I needed these little oval guys. I would bend where that is, and those little oval guys would start to snap up again, so I can grab them with my tweezers. You want to do the bend and snap. So I want to do my little crab claws. So I've done my bend and snap. Now all I have to do is lay them right over what is there. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And I'm just going to lay them right over the design. Now I find it easier to do all the shapes that are the same on any one card front at the exact same time. And right now I'm doing monkey see, monkey do. So I'm following it exactly the way they're telling me to. Now I have those big hearts. See those big hearts? So where are my hearts? Well, they're on my blue sheet. They're not on the green sheet, and they're not on the gold sheet, and they're not on the glittered sheet. They're on the blue sheet. So I'm gonna bend and snap some of those hearts up, and the little tops of those hearts are gonna pop right off the page, and that's gonna let me pick them up easy peasy. And down we go. Down we go. So you can see how this can be, well, it's very therapeutic for many. You can sit there in front of the TV, you can sit on an airplane, you can sit with your kids, and your kids can do these, because all they're doing is putting stickers down. All they're doing is putting stickers down. Now I've got that much going on. Oh, can you see it coming together? Now I've got the big flower at the very bottom. Big flower in the corner. Where are my flowers? Only place I have flowers is on my glitter sheet. So let's pop some of my flowers and pull them up. The glitters like to hold down a little bit tighter. Oh, does it like to hold down a little bit tighter? Maybe I'll do them from the middle so they have a better chance to bend and snap. Let's grab that glitter and pull, 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 pull. I don't know, maybe I should do the glitters with my fingers. The glitters seem to want to hold on to that backing really tight. So there's one, and let's bend and snap this one, see if we can get this one off. And there's, oh, yep, there we go. Maybe I'll do it with just my fingers. There's two. Grab it with my tweezer and put it down. There's two, and another one. Oh, the glittery ones. Oh, there we go. There's three. And the glittery ones have kind of an iridescent glitter built into them. They're transparent, but They have an iridescent glitter built into it. Okay, one more for this, for my corner. And let's get 4. All right, wahoo kachoo. Now let's get it off the finger. Okay, wahoo kachoo. There, I've got my four flowers down. Wow, that was a chore. That took me longer than expected. But the glittery ones seem to like to hold on really tight. They do. Oh my goodness gracious. So then you go through and you can see I have little fishies. Where are my little fishies? Can you see my little fishies? Little fishies. And you go find your little fishies. Well, the little fishies seem to be on the blue. There are my little fishies. And I'm gonna pop those right off. And I would just, oh, so much easier. I would just wash, rinse, and repeat. I would just continue to do this until my whole card is filled. And once you get going, it really actually doesn't take you too much time at all. You just get in the swing of things. You do your bend and snap. They come off super easy, with the exception of the glittery ones. And away we go. And then last but not least, I've got down here. And the only place that I have, let's see, ooh, this one on green would be that one there. It's the only place I have that one. Oh, I have a bigger one on black or on gold. So do I need the smaller one or do I need the bigger one? Oh no, I need the smaller one or the bigger one? I need the smaller one. You know what? We can always look and check our packaging, but the gold and they're two different sizes. So one side's gonna fit. Oh yeah, no, it's the green, definitely the green. The gold would have been too big. Oh, so cute. And I just keep building. So right now the way we have them is by bundle. And in each bundle, there's 2 bundles that have 4 sets. Each set has 3 cards. That gives you 12 total cards, completely different. And then we have a bundle set of 2, which would give you 6 cards. And you just keep going. But then what do you put on the inside of these? Well, that's where these cute little punch outs come in handy. And the punch outs are so easy to use, and they are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't have to fussy cut anymore. We're going to pop these right on out. So 1, 2, 'So no scissors required to do this. 3. I love that they now punch out. We used to have to do this via fussy cutting. And I know there's some of you who will send me an email and say, oh my goodness gracious, I love fussy cutting. Oh, bless your pea-picking heart. And then the last 2. The last 2. Okay. So I've got this all done. It's all finished and it's beautiful. Then I've got my pieces of my decoupage. And how do I do that? I've got the pieces right here. Well, this was 1 and this is number 2. Number 2 is going to lay directly on top, right on top of number 1. But you don't just want to tape it down on top of number 1 because that defeats the purpose. The idea of these is to give you a 3D embellishment, and we're going to stack each of these pieces on top, so when you're done, it almost has a look, if you remember the Jolees, they were always 3-dimensional. That's what you're going to get here. So, easy peasy way to do it. Little pop dots, tiny little pop dots. And we do sell them. Pop dots. 940 of them for $1.50. So seriously, there's 940 tiny little squares. So you're going to put them on the back. Now I'm not going to put as many as I normally would. Otherwise we'll be here literally until tomorrow. But I want to get some on there just so I can show the dimension. Maybe one at the very top. Okay. I want to see if I can get that one kind of more centered. Okay, so I put a bunch of little foam dots on the back. And if I were you, I would do a little bit more. I'm pretty sparse with them and they're kind of spread out, but I really just want to get them on there so you can see what we're going to do. I'm going to pull the backings off to expose the sticky. And then I am going to line them up and stick it down. And now I've got my first layer. My first dimensional layer is right there. But then I'm going to do my next one. And again, I'm just going to put a couple down so you can see. I'll put two here. Oh, I need to pop out that white piece. There's a little white piece in here. And I can see when I turn it over that it's meant to be popped out. I can see the little cut. So we're just going to pop that bad guy out. There we go. And add a few more little pop dots. And expose my sticky. And layer it right on top of, oh, I didn't pop that one out. Let's see if I can pull that little white piece out after the fact. Why, yes, yes, I can. Oh, so much better. Okay, so now I'm gonna line this one, and it literally just lines right on top of the other. Only what's happening is that the design is getting smaller. We started with a big oval. That was number one. The second one we put on didn't have any of the oval, just the cute little water pot and the flowers. The third design has the water pot and only a few of the flowers. And then the last ones we have are literally just the flowers, just to add a little bit more dimension. It's all about the dimension with these and making a 3D embellishment. I have loved this kind of decoupage forever, because with hardly any work, it makes you look so good. Nobody needs to know that they popped right out. They don't need to know that you didn't sit there and fussy cut each and every one of these. I will not tell. And then when I'm all done, I have something, see, look, can you see that dimension? I put something behind it. Will it zoom it in? See that dimension? And that is what you're going to put in your center of your card when you've got all of your lovely accents, all of your lovely dot and do's. Now you get the name why it's called a dot and do, right? Because it's dotted and you do it. But then you're saying, well, what else came in that kit? Remember, they gave you 3 pieces of cardstock. So these cards are meant to be scored and folded. I do not have a scorer in front of me, so we are just going to wing it. So they're meant to be, take a score, a bone folder, or your score pal, or your trimmer that has a scoring blade on it, and they're meant to be scored and folded. I'm going to take my scissors, give it a nice crease. It does not crack. That's super important. It doesn't crack. You've now made your card base that this is then going to go on top of. So we can take some Stacey tape, turn over my card base, and again, 1, 2, expose my sticky, mat my card base, so now that is down. And yes, they even give you the lines for these. I do, I have them. My stickers are right here. And those, they do give you options. Do you want gold? Do you want green? Do you want blue? What color do you want to do the lines? And those you just cut them to what you need. So if I wanted green to go all the way, or maybe I do gold. We haven't added any gold lately, any gold to this. So if I want gold, I can just take my gold and put it right on top of my line. Pull it from where it starts. Right on top of my line. And down. Down, snip to what you need, and move on to your next one. And the nice thing about the stickers is that if you need to pull them back up, you've got a little bit of time. You're not, it's not a set in stone thing. See, like this one's a little bit long and a little crooked. I could pull it back up and fix my oopsie and then lay it back down, and I need it just a hair bit shorter. So I'm going to use, actually maybe I can use my fussy scissors to cut that off. Let's see. Nope, I got a kink in it, so let's try my big scissors. Just cut that little extra off. Choop, there we go. And lay it back down. Oh, perfect. So now I've added the sides to it. Every place that there's a printed area is a place for you to embellish or not. If you wanted to leave some of it gray because you didn't want to go through all of that, you could leave some of it gray, absolutely. So let's put on our 3D decoupage piece. And now, do I want it to be this way or do I want it to be this way? You have options. Lots and lots and lots of options with these cards. And poof, I'm done. This is definitely the monkey see, monkey do way of putting these together. You just fill it all in, score your card. I didn't even use a score pal or a score blade. I just folded it and then took my scissors and just ran it down to get a nice score line. And they've given you an envelope to put it in, and you are good to go. But I said there's more to do with these than that. And I want to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take one of these. And this is another one that comes in the kit. Or maybe I'll just use the ones that we're using for the make and take. No, I'm going to do these. So I've got another one that comes with that exact same kit. So it's the sister to this one, and here's the brother to that one. These are the 3 that you're going to get. Now, I can add to it. I can embellish it. If I don't want to leave it white, 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 I don't have to leave it white, white, white. I can tone it down. And there's an easy way to do this using a Tombow marker. And I'm going to palette paint. Now, this is really blue. I'll show you how blue it is on one of these. This is really blue. I need to get it down to something more of a sky color, because maybe this is the only blue marker I have. Maybe I don't have 4 different colors of blue from light to dark. Maybe this is it. It's easy to do. You're going to scribble it right onto your craft mat, or anything that is non-porous, a plastic top of something. This is the dauber. I could have put it right on top of here, because anything that's not porous, that ink is going to sit on top of as opposed to absorb in. Then I'm going to grab my paintbrush, and I'm going to use lots and lots of water. In fact, I think I will do them on some of these. So I'm going to, oh, do you see that? So the minute I add water to that ink from the Tombow marker, it starts to make a thin paint. And the more water I use, the lighter the color is going to be. So if I do it just like this and leave it just like that, that's the shade of blue that I'm working with. But if I continue to add water and dilute the color down, the more water I add, the lighter it's going to be. So let's try again, and let's see if I'm any lighter. So now I'm almost to the hint of a sky. Can you see the difference between the two? And all I did was add a lot of water. Now it's starting to curl. It is going to have to dry, but I know that curling bothers you. I know it. I can feel it. I hear you going, ah! Don't. Turn it over. Get a little mister. This is a mini mister. And go spritz, spritz, spritz. And it's going to start to lay. Do you see? It's like magic, right? I mean, magic. Hello. Now you're going to have to let it dry because we've added water to the front. But once it dries, you'll be able to add in your dot and do's. So if I took the one that comes in the kit that we're playing with, and I take this one, which is really diluted, it's how you take a dark marker and make it light. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely a difference between these colors. This is so much lighter and this one is so much darker. So if I do that, and I come in, and I just give a really quick wash, and I take away that stark, stark, stark white. Maybe you don't want it so stark. Done, finished. Not gonna do any more to it. I can turn it over. I can go spritz, spritz, spritz. It'll start to lay itself back down. And then I can give it a minute to dry. And then instead of having such a bright white, which is here, a really bright white, I will have a very soft, muted, pretty blue, which you're going to allow to dry. I am not. Pick up all this color. And now I'm going to come back and I can start with my little stickers. I've got a little top hat. Okay, I've got a little top hat on my green one. Down at the bottom, you've got 2 little top hats. I'm going to take my green and I'm going to put my green on and make top hats. I'm going to do my little bend and snap, and it's going to pull those off right easy peasy. Thought I had grabbed it. There we go. Easy peasy. Lay it right down over the top. And you have a completely different look when you add that wash. It just kind of softens everything. It just kind of softens everything. And then I can do my top hat on this side. And I can do my top hat on this side. And I would just continue on until I'm done. And then I can take the next set, and I can go one. The largest one on the sheet is always your number one, but they have numbered them for you. So I've got my number one, number one, number two. I almost want to cut them out so that they're easier to get. Number two, pop it on out. Number three. And my last one, number four. Still leave the tulips. The tulips go with this one, so you're not going to want to pop that out, but you can clearly see I've got 4 different pieces in 4 different sizes. Here's my base because it is the largest piece. This is my number 2, and it's only going to do the bottom. It's going to add a layer to the bottom. And then my number 3 is going to lay a layer onto the top of that, and then number 4 finishes it off. And again, just as easy peasy with your little glue dots or pop dots. Oh, there are my tweezers. Thank you. I could hear you going, they're right beside you. So let's just throw these down really, really quick. You would use many more than 2. And since you get 940 for $1.50, you don't have to be sparing with them. These are the perfect size dots for decoupage. That's what they were meant to go with, decoupage, which is what this is called. This is a European decoupage. It's not the type that we know here in the States that you use with Mod Podge. It's a different type of paper layering. So there's that one. And let's flip this one. Oh, those just came right off. Happy day for me. Get one more right there. And then when we're done with this one, I'm going to do one more technique, and then I'm going to move to the dies because I want to show you how the dies work. Can you cut your little pop dots in half? Absolutely you can. If you've got a space that's super, super tiny, absolutely you can take them and cut them in half. So let's layer this one right on top. So you can see I'm building dimension. I'm building dimension. And then last but not least, this one has hardly anything to it, but it's that last final one that adds that last little bit of dimension to the embellishment. And yes, we made layouts with some of these. As opposed to making them into cards, I have 2 layouts for you to show you how you can take the exact same kits and do something scrapbooking as opposed to card making. 1, 2. Lay it right on top, line it right on up, and down it goes. And then depending on what you wanted, now you could easily take mat and mat this die, cut an oval out of it or a rectangle and mat it onto that. The idea is that you have options. I didn't want to leave it stark white. At the same time, I kind of like the white. The white's kind of gelling with me and I'm pretty happy with that, but I still want to add some more dimension to it. And that's where using your daubers or your Tim Holtz little foamy brush or your makeup brush, whatever you've got that you can work with, that's where this comes in. Because I'm going to take and I'm going to put a little bit of green on my dauber. And I'm going to just work my way out. Just lightly. Just a very light, soft touch. Just work my way out. I want to come over here and see how much I need. Maybe a little bit more. Just a super light touch to work your way out. No, I think I like it that way. So I want to add just a little bit of color on the back to give a little bit more dimension to it. Maybe a little darker in the center so it works its way out to a lighter color. And I'm just using Memento ink. Tim Holtz ink's going to be great for this. What do you got that's in your stash? A little bit more. So I'm going a little bit darker in the center. I've done a super light all the way around. Now I want to add a little more definition into that center. So I'm going to get in there and add a little bit more green and then work it out. I still can add a little bit more. And then work it out. So that when I put it on, it's got some dimension behind it. And I could even go in here and I could add a little bit more green lightly with my dauber. And just fill the whole thing in with green. It really is up to you. I could have taken it instead of doing the center. Instead of doing my center. See, that looks good with that dimension. It needs just a little bit dimension. I'm going to leave the outsides white and just put a little bit of green. So it's almost like you did mat it. Gosh, should we take bets as to what Mr. Big Shot wanted? That's David from Sizzix. His name is Mr. Big Shot. That's what I call him. So I could even turn it that way and have it go this way. It's entirely up to you, but now you've got some dimension going on without doing a wash, and you still have some of your white going around. But what if I wanted to take it and just do it on my edges? Maybe I just want the green. Maybe I want the center white and I want the edges green. Can you see how your mind can start to go? And if you had a little bit of glitter glue, the Ice Ink Diamond would be perfect because it dries super, super, super fast. You could add a little bling to your flowers. What if I just wanted to add a little bit of dimension on the outside and leave my center white? What if I prefer that? Totally, completely up to you. And then remember, they've given you the card base that all you have to do is score it or fold it in half. I'm a fly by my seat kind of girl. Take my scissors and get a really good score line on there. Their cardstock does not crack. It does have a texture side to it, which is really lovely. Lovely enough that I think we're going to bring their cardstock in packs. And then I could put it on there and mount it. I mean, you absolutely have many, many different ways of doing these based off of what makes your heart happy. And you don't even have to do the design in the stickers if you didn't want to, but when it's done, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, so we did a monkey see, monkey do that I put somewhere, and this is how they're intended to be. But then we wanted to add a little to it, so we took some inks and we added some inks, but then we thought, no, maybe we like it with a wash. What if you did a wash and some ink for dimension? Can you do that? Sure you can, of course you can, it's yours. I could then take some ink and do my ink in the center to add a little bit more dimension to it, or I could take a little bit of, I could take a little bit, maybe just a little bit of a light brown. Just a little bit of a light brown maybe. I don't know, we're gonna see. And I'm just gonna do the edges. And maybe just add a little bit of dimension that way, because that's what these cards are all about. It's all about the dimension. You've got the beautiful foiled image that you've used, made with the stickers that give you that stunning, gorgeous foiled finished image. Then you've got the dimension of the decoupage that goes in the center. And then you've got these white card fronts that let you do whatever makes your heart happy. Oh, I like it with a little bit of dimension around it. And then if I were to put it on my mat, it just kind of separates it a little bit. Okay, you have got options. And so far I have used Memento ink. I've used a Tombow marker. I have used some pop dots and what came in the kit, which if you didn't want to add anything to it, you could just do what's in the kit, and it's beautiful all on its own. I just didn't want you to think that you couldn't take it to another level or that you couldn't add your own spin on it. You can. That's what being creative is about. That's what experimenting is. That's what exploring new things is about. Yes, I know you're going to do a few of them, monkey see, monkey do, but then I can feel it that you guys are just going to say, oh, but wait, I could do this and that. And like I said, a little bit of the Eyes Ink Diamond Glitter just tapped right on the top. Maybe a few little blings in there. Maybe a few little bling. Maybe you don't want to do all the work to go around and you just want to add a few little blings on the corner. It's up to you. They have given you the perfect foundation to work with. What you do with that foundation is all about how you're feeling in that moment. Do you need something super quick and fast and easy? Then get it done. Do you have time to play because you're on a 14-hour flight to Germany? Then you may take a little more time and put a little more effort into it. It's totally up to you. But then there's more. I'm gonna use the dies. So I wanna keep this here and I wanna keep that there. All right, Find It also sells dies. And we've just started bringing some of their dies in. And these are them. These are the 3 that we're going to have for you today. They are A5, so they are they're about the exact size of this card. The cards that you're going to make in the kit are the same size as these cards. So they've got 3 different edges and they come with a score line. So you've got 3 different types of edges, 2 kind of fancy scallopy and 1 a postage stamp edge. And they are so easy to use. Score line is built in and they're affordable. They're $12.50 a die to make a card base with the score line, right? $12.50. We will have them on a YouTube Yummy If you buy the bundle of 3, you'll get 20% off, which means you're going to get them for $10 each. That is a steal. Really, it is. Now, how do you use these? This you do need a die cutting machine for. Yes, you absolutely do. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper. And I'm going to trim my paper down. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm going to trim it on down. So we sell, I think, our 100-pound white paper for like $6.99 or something like that. Doesn't come with envelopes, but you could certainly make 25 card bases at 100 pounds for $6.99 and still have extras to do your sentiments on and all sorts of stuff. All right, let me see if it's close enough. So I'm using a Big Shot machine. I'm not using a Plus machine or a Pro machine. I'm using a Big Shot machine, which is going to have the same opening as your Platinum machine from Spellbinders or your Vagabond machine or your Big Kick machine. And today I have to use the extended multi-purpose platform. Yours came probably with an extended multi-purpose platform. I normally use the short version. Today, I want the length of this. It's important to have the length of this because this die is almost the exact length of that smaller platform. And you may not get good pressure on one of the ends because it's so close. So today, I want to use my extended multi-purpose platform. And again, I'm going to use it for a wafer style die because they call them card decos, I think. They are a wafer die, meaning it is paper thin, but it is metal. Now, you can use your smaller plates, your cutting plates. If you have the extended, it's a little bit easier to use them. I have cut my paper, put my die against my paper. I've got my multi-purpose platform extended version, which is what comes with the machines. I have got a cut plate down, and you can see it's pretty cut. Bring it on over. I want all those tabs completely closed. And this just gives me a little extra working room. Did I cut it down far enough? Ooh, no, I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more. My paper's still just a hair bit wide. So let's see if I'm closer. I'm going to go with it and we'll see what happens. So I've got my multi-purpose platform with my Sizzix Big Shot machine. Big Shot, Big Kick, Vagabond, up to you. Platinum 6, Platinum 8 from the Spellbinders line. Yes, it will go through a Gemini machine. Those are made for wafer dies, absolutely. I'm going to put my die right down on top of my paper and then my other, well, this is another cut plate. I don't actually have a do not cut plate for this machine or for this length. And then I'm going to send it on through. I'm going to scooch you over just a hair. There we go. And I'm going to send it on through. And what's going to happen is as it's cutting, it's going to score that center as well. Ooh, I know it sounds terrible. And we're going to get one more thud. Ugh, there we go. Why are we getting the thud? Because I'm taking a straight edge and putting it parallel to the rollers in the machine. Normally what we would do, and I could send it backwards, normally what we would do is we would tilt our die at a slight angle so that it feeds into our machine a little differently. But because this is a big die, it has to go straight. Is it going to hurt the die? No. Is it going to hurt your machine? No. Is it going to hurt your plates? No. Is it going to hurt your heart to hear it? Maybe a little. But now I have got a perfectly cut card, scored, ready to go. Done. Cute edges all the way around, right? Super cute edges all the way around. You might even save this and use this for something. Cute, right? I don't know, you can cut here and cut there, use that as a border. I mean, there's, I don't know, lots to be done with some of the scraps. Sometimes the scraps are better than what comes out the first time, but on this instance, not so much. This looks pretty good. Now, if you remember, I'm gonna open this one up because this one's absolutely gorgeous. Look at it, isn't that beautiful? If you remember, they give you here's the kit that has all of the papers to go with it, and the cards and the envelopes. They gave you an extra backing sheet, which I would keep because that's just a nice piece of cardstock. You've got the pictures to show you monkey see, monkey do. So I've got the card base, the fronts, 3 different designs, and each kit is different. I've got the 4 different colored stickers that I would be using. I've got the envelopes, and I've got 3 different colored cardstocks that I would make my card bases out of normally, but this time I'm not. This time I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my card base, which means I can then take one of these and I can cut it in half. And I'm just freehanding it. I'm a little off, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to trim it down anyway. And I'm gonna cut a little bit off the top again and a little bit off the side. So I'm gonna cut a little bit off the top. You would use your trimmer. I tend to just wing it, sometimes with good results, sometimes not so much. And then off the side just a little bit. And so now I'm not using this as a card base at all. I'm using it to mat on my card that I just cut out of white paper that we all have. Obviously, I can do another one because I have another piece. And they've given you 3 different colors to match what goes in the set. Isn't that beautiful? I know. Then you have what you can lay on top. Oh, I think I'm going to trim that one down just a little bit too. Just take a little bit. You know, I think it's the scissors. These are my normal scissors. These feel so much better. Take a little bit off the side. Take a little bit off the side. Take a little bit off. Well, do I need any off the top? I don't know. Just a little bit off the top. And I'm still using just what they gave me in the kit. But I'm adding even more dimension to the card because now I've got dimension and texture from the cut. There, I scored it the wrong way. I can see the difference. I don't know if you can, but I sure could. I've got dimension and texture from the cut. I have got my card front that fits on top. So now I've got a little bit of a mat all the way around. I can then take and do all of my design. Punch out my beautiful, absolutely gorgeous decoupage that just punches right on out. 1. Oh, of course I picked the hardest one to punch, and it's in the center. Come on. Out we go, out we go. But I think that this will give you a really good idea as to why the layering is. Maybe this was the best one to do. Pop, 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 pop. And then let's get this little one over here. Pop, pop, pop. And out we go. Okay, I think this was actually probably the best one we can do, because you can see that this is the piece that comes out and it layers right on top of that piece there to start building that dimension. And then I popped another piece out over here, which is going to layer over there, and it's just going to start building. But my goodness gracious, look at how beautiful the edges are. And there are 3 different edges, and I will show you all 3 of them. And I used the color paper that they gave me because it's going to match exactly with what the decoupage is, which of course is going to match exactly to what the stickers are, so that when it's all said and done, you can take and I could edge in here, I could add some green in here, I could add some tan to it, I could wash this with a light blue, I could cut this out of a different colored cardstock altogether instead of white. It really is whatever makes your heart happy. Start basic and then let your imagination grow. And make beautiful, beautiful things. And nobody needs to know how simple it was when it was all said and done. I love, love, love the dies. Love, love, love the dies. So we started with just the monkey see, monkey do. Then we took it and we started to get a little bit more with a wash on it. And then we decided, no, maybe we just want to go ahead and color it. Look at how pretty. Look at how good that looks. With the different card base. Then we also, where's my other greeny one? We also took it and did the whole front green. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. See, I think that's too much white. I would do this then in a green. I would do my card base in a pretty green and go from there. So much to be done with them, and affordable. So I think the kits that come with 12 cards, that you can make 12 cards, are on a YouTube Yummy for $24.99, which means it's a little bit over $2 per card, start to finish, including with everything that you need. And then the die sets are beautiful. I'm going to try and cut. So this is their glitter paper. This is their glitter paper. How do I explain it to you? It's smooth. It feels kind of like velvet. It does. It doesn't have any kind of a gloss over the top of it. It's not going to fall off. It doesn't smell funny. But the colors are magnificent. I'm gonna see if it'll die cut with one of these, and I'm gonna see what we're gonna get. No promises, but we'll give it a whirl. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut my paper down as close to size as possible. You get 5 sheets for $5.99, and then they'll be on a YouTube Yummy. And again, none of it comes off. I don't know, it's like a kind of like a crushed glitter feel to it. It's smooth. You should be able to foil on top of this. You should be able to stamp on top of this without any problem. I think I will do another YouTube in the future using it, because you should see all the things that it can do. Trim this down just a little bit more, just to make sure we get through the machine. That should be good. I'm going to bring my Big Shot back over. My multi-purpose extended platform, if you have it, is going to be a benefit because it gives you lots and lots of room to work with. Traditional, the small standard platform, this die is almost that size. I'm going to cover it. I've got a cutting plate here. I've got my platform completely closed. I've got my paper, my die, and I'm going to send it through. You're going to hear a couple horrible ka-thunks. It's okay if it goes ka-thunk. It's just trying to cut. And this parallel, well, this one's not so parallel. This is going to hit that roller in there. This is going to hit that roller in there, and this one is going to hit it on a parallel way, so that it kind of makes that ka-thump. Ooh, a little bit of ka-thump. Ooh, a little bit more of a ka-thump. And then my last one. Okay, and then I'm going to send it on back just because. It's an open frame die, which means it should cut on the first go round without any problem. Oh, I think I moved it. All right, let's see. I probably should have just run it through one time. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, it's lovely. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That makes my heart so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I need to trim these down. Oh, but I don't have time to trim these down. But I would trim these down and I'd put those on there. And I'd get my center. And I would start making my card. How pretty. This glitter paper is beautiful. I'll show you all the colors. I wish I could, it just feels good. It's the only way I can describe it. It's soft and velvety, and it doesn't make a mess, and it doesn't come off in your hands. And look at it, went through scoring. Beautiful. I don't see a crack. Oh, heart happy there. Okay. So the dies, and of course, then the edge of the die is also pretty nice. So I've got oodles and oodles of samples for you. Oodles of samples and oodles of the kits. Let me try and go through those super quick. First off, we've got the dies. They're $12.50 each, unless you buy them in the I Want It All bundle, and then you're going to get it, instead of $37.50, it's going to be $30 for all 3 of them. That's a wahoo kachoo. Then I have the glitter paper. Okay, these are the colors. I mean, they're just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if there's 22 or 26 colors, but they're just yummy. There's no really other way to describe the color of them. Look at how, that's just, the seafoam is just beautiful, and the teal is just magnificent. And then they have one that's a darker teal with a little more blue to it. And then they've got the silver, and they've got the gold, and they've got the darker gold. That's not orange, it's a beautiful dark gold. Then you've got a copper. Love, love, love. And a couple reds at the back. These are just a little bit of glitter happiness that doesn't make a mess. And they're all in from Find It. $5.99, 5 sheets, and then they'll be on a YouTube Yummy. And they die cut like a dream. And you know, the reason I think they die cut like a dream is because it's a paper backing. It's a paper backing. Yeah, paper backing. So that no matter what you use to die cut, it's going to die cut lovely because it's got that paper backing. Then, let's see if I can get these Dot and Do's over here. All right, remember how I said each kit has 4 different sets, 3 cards each. Yes, 4 different sets, 3 cards each. So this is the spring. Spring is here. Wait till you see the samples with these. So you get the page, you get the stickers, you get the cards, you get the envelopes. So this is in one kit. To go with it is her she shed. That's not what it's called, but I don't care. It's the cutest little she shed ever. And again, the designs, the stickers, the card fronts, the envelopes, the card bases, if you want to make them into a card base, or you can make them into matting paper. It's up to you. The next one in that set is the beautiful flowered birds. So cute. Here's the cards, the card bases. Here's the cards, the stickers, everything that you need. Don't worry, I have samples of all of this. And then the last one was the one I was using today, which was with the watering pot and the card the card bases, the card fronts, the stickers. This is one whole kit for $24.99. You will make all of these cards plus some, because you will have lots and lots of extras. So that's one kit. Then we have the next one, and I think Elena, God bless her pea pick and heart, she color coded them for me. Then we have the next one, and this is Birds and Flowers. Love this one too. Love the colors of it. This is a little bit more bold, a little bit more tropical, vibrant, lovely. This is in the kit. This is one of them. Here's your next. How cute, right? This is one that I was playing with. Your card bases, your stickers, your fronts, and the envelopes. So all of these make up this bundle. All of those make up that bundle. Then the last one is a 2-set bundle. And they're a little bit softer in their colors. And they're the birds. And they're just beautiful. I love the colors of the cardstock. And the stickers go to match. And this one is regularly $15.98. You get both of them for $12.75. And they are exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. Okay, let's do some samples. Here we have Spring is Here. That was the first one I showed you. So I've got 3 cards to show you. Oh, is that the cutest thing ever? So here's the 3 that go with the little duck. Isn't that so cute? So these are all in that kit. That's out of that just one. And then, remember the little birds with the roses? There they are. I want to say it goes this way. So you can see just how beautiful the cards are. And these are done exactly the way they were shown. We didn't add anything more to them. We didn't color them. We didn't do anything more than the way they were meant to be done. So cute. Okay. So I've got more from that, but I'm going to move on to the next one, which was the more vibrant, which is the Birds and Flowers samples. Look at how cute is that? And I love this one too, and it's just perfect for your sentiment right there. I love the colors, and we didn't do anything more. They're just waiting for you to put happy birthday, or thinking of you, or just because, or smile, or the yellow ones, or if you needed a with sympathy. Love the yellow. How cute are those two? So these are all out of the other bundle. 12 cards per bundle. Oh my gosh, I didn't even grab them all. Oh, let's find the one. Oh, Here it is. There's the one that I was playing with. So lots and lots. And then there was the 2-pack. That comes with 6 cards. So if you got them all, you would actually have 18 cards for $36, $2 a card. You can't go to Hallmark and get a card like this for $2 a card. You can't even go to Target and get a card like this for $2 a card. Not with the decoupage and the foil. And then if you decide to add your own special something to them. But then I also quickly want to show you what the girls did on their own. So I have some cards where we just used the dies to do the edges. Honorary SMS girl Katie did this one. We didn't use the kits at all. We just used the die to do the edges. And if you'll notice, she did the edging on both sides of the paper as well. This is strictly using the dies. How cute is this one? Again, strictly using the dies to make the card base. Darling, right? And then here we went ahead and used the dies with the decoupage and the foil. And they're just stickers. So you can do this. Look at how beautiful that is. And the edge just adds a little something to it. But then they also did this one, which just has to do with the edge on the card. Gorgeous, right? Lots to look at. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, I am going to tilt on up. I'm gonna scroll on back. I'm gonna say, okay, you guys, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple. I think you have to post, because half of you have left already. I'm sorry you missed out, because you're going to have to post exactly what I say or close enough to it to be in the running for a winner chicken dinner for this YouTube. You have to post, hey, Mr. Big Shot, it was sure good to talk to you. Hey, Mr. Big Shot. Oh, maybe it should be, hey, Mr. Big Shot at Sizzix. Or hey, David, Mr. Big Shot at Sizzix. Oh, hey, David, Mr. Big Shot at Sizzix. It was sure good talking to you. That's what you have to post. And if you don't post that, you're not in the running for a winner chicken dinner prize. Hey, David, Mr. Big Shot at Sizzix. It was sure good talking to you. You guys post your comments. We'll pick winners. Where are you going to find all this great product? Scrapbookingmadesimple.com or in our retail store. Come visit us. We would love, love, love to see you. And I will see you next week. Remember, the kits are exclusive to us. So if you love, love, love them, you'll have to get them with us. All right, you guys. Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. It's me, Stacey. Goodbye. See you later, David, Mr. Big Shot.